Hello there. So today I've come for a little bit of a trek to a waterfall that I've been to a few times, Brook Waterfall, which is relatively near Darwin in the United Kingdom. Now I've come out with a friend who's he wants to stay off camera at the moment, a bit camera shy, so I'm not going to be filming him, but he's recovering from an injury. So I thought I'd take him out for a little bit of a jaunt to a waterfall, get some images in and see how we go for the day. Hopefully there'll be plenty of flow on the waterfall today. The last few times I've been, there hasn't actually been that much flow on the actual fall itself, but given the amount of rain we've had, it is looking quite promising. So let's get to the waterfall. So there it is behind me, Brook Waterfall, and as I suspected, it's got quite a bit more flow going on it today than it did last time I came. Now, I have a few shots from up there already. I've come here really for one shot today, which I know isn't really like me, but yeah, a one-shot wonder today. I'm going to be going down into the water down there, using the fern that you can probably see in the distance there, using that as my foreground interest, shooting up to the waterfall. I'm probably going to shoot it from a ways back in this little point kind of in the rocks there. So I'm going to make my way down there, get my shot set up, get my one shot of this, and then we're going to be making our way to another waterfall which is at Hoghton Bottoms, where hopefully I'm going to shoot the Hoghton Bottoms weir for the first time. I've never done that one before. It has been recommended to me by a couple of friends now, so I thought maybe it's time I give it a go. Let's go and get this shot in and see where we go from there. I made my way down to the point where I want to get my photo. As you can see, I'm set up with my camera down here, looking at the fern you can see in the distance there, straight up at the waterfall. Now, the frame I'm getting is very similar to what you can see on the video there, although a little bit of a different focal length. Let me just get my balance. Now I want to take this shot I'm thinking it's going to be around a second exposure. It may be less because of the sun that's just come out, so it's highlighting the waterfall just how I wanted it to. It's going to be a multi-shot focus stack. My initial focus is going to be on the fern. I want to take a shot of that at slightly slower shutter speed in order to mitigate the movement that's happening because of the slight breeze we've got. Ooh, midges. Now, the remaining shots of the actual waterfall will be at a slower shutter speed in order to bring down the actual movement in the water. I'll blend them together in Photoshop and create a stack of them. Now what I'm actually hoping to do, and one of the reasons I've come today is because I knew we'd just be getting a few bits of dappled light coming through. I'm hoping to get a few bits of the waterfall highlighted by the light, maybe get a bit of light on that fern if I'm lucky, and I'm hoping to make that water look really creamy and white. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to darken most of the scene off and just highlight a few of the bits and pieces in the actual scene when I come to my edit. I've been enjoying slightly darker toned images recently. I don't know if that's a quirk of personality or if it's just a artistic preference, but whatever it is, I'm enjoying it. So that's why I've come here today, to get this one shot. Even though I've taken this shot multiple times, I've come to get that particular one shot. Now I'm shooting at about 22mm and it's going to be an aperture of f8. And the reason I'm using f8 is that's the sharpest aperture on that lens. It also keeps the scene relatively sharp anyway, so I don't really need to focus stack. But when I've got a scene like this, I'd rather focus stack and have all the shots and not need them, instead of needing them and I just didn't take them. I must say I'm absolutely loving the D850 and some of the images I'm getting from it. Head over to my Instagram. I recently took some photographs of my daughter's field day where I live in Longridge, and the camera's absolutely amazing. So does it hold up in 2024? Yeah, damn right it does. This shot's any good. It's coming up now for you. I think I managed to get what I wanted. Not sure until I actually get back to the computer, but looking on the actual camera screen, pretty impressed with what I got there. Now the whoop, I think I'll finish this spot before I walk any further, because I've got a bit of a trail down to go to. Now the next place we're going to today, we're going to Hoghton Bottoms. Now there's actually a weir there. It's a bit of a waterfall, more of a weir, but it is a bit of a waterfall, and I've been meaning to photograph it for a while. Since I haven't been there, I'm not sure what to expect yet. Hopefully I'll be able to get a couple of good compositions in, and maybe get the drone up a bit more than I can here under the tree canopy. So yeah, let's make our way there and see what we can find. So there it is, the Hoghton Bottoms weir. Now there is a significant amount more flow in it today than I would have liked, but that doesn't mean I can't get some good shots. I just can't get down into the water for some good shots. So what I'm going to do instead, I'm going to set up and get some side views of it, see if I can use the curvature of it somehow as the main composition. While I have a look around and get set up, I'll come back to you in a minute. So there we go, I've got up set up for the first shot I'm taking, which as you can see I'm basically set up here and I'm using the curvature of the weir or the waterfall to actually set my composition and lead into the image. That's going to be shot at f10 on the aperture and about 1/4 of a second. Because there's so much flow in the water, it'd just blow it out if I shot it any higher, and I don't really want to slow it down too much anyway because you'd lose definition in the water. So for the first shot, I'm pretty happy with that. There may be a possibility of getting down to the water just over there, so I'll have a look at that in a moment. In the meantime, if this shot's any good, here it comes. Okay, so I've come down onto the rocks, a little nearer to the water, as you can see. I'm literally set up on these mossy rocks in front of me here. Now I've got my camera set up, so I'm looking directly at some rocks in front of me that are covered in moss, with the torrent that is the waterfall behind it. It's absolutely raging at the moment. Even the overflow there's water just pouring down it. The image I'm going to take, I'm actually going to take it to show the violence of the river at the moment, to show just how much flow is actually going on with it. I'm taking it at a wide angle, 16mm, so I can get all the river in. Unfortunately, I've got a lot of the sky in as well, but there's only a little triangle of it. Not that I can do that here because of the nature of the location, but I'll take it anyway because that's how it looks, so there's not a lot I can do about that. Now I will take another shot at 35mm zoomed in on the rocks in front of me over there. There's a nice little bit of water coming down the sides of them with the torrent of the main waterfall behind it. I think overall that'll be a really good shot. All the settings and everything will come up with the pictures. Here they are. So there we go, that's Hoghton Bottoms and Brook Waterfalls all in one day. I think my friends enjoyed coming out with me today. It's got him out of the house at least. Overall I think I've got some good images. I'm pretty happy with the shots I've got. I will probably have to come back here when the water's toned down a bit. It is pretty violent at the moment. I would like to get this with a bit less water on it, just to compare the two. I also I'm also going to put this on my I'm also going to put it on my radar for autumn, because once these leaves change colour in about October, early November, this will actually make a good place to come for some photos, especially if the river at this side is quite calm, because I can already see some reflections as it is. So yeah, watch this space. In the meantime, hopefully you enjoyed this video. Please like, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.